Welcome back. So this is a pretty scene, but not necessarily so pretty what's happening behind the scenes on the markets around the world. The UK's decision to leave the European Union has a widespread effect on everything from property and global markets to travelers and students nationwide. The market's already taking a huge plunge upon hearing the news. So how is this affecting our 401ks, our investments, our savings? We are continuing our coverage of the Brexit.
I refuse to log into my 401k online. I don't want to see it. We got to wait. Anthony Paul is the financial advisor for Morgan Stanley Wealth Management. He's here to help us break it down. So should we be flipping out?
Absolutely not. We should stay calm. These type of things will happen. These are out of your control. So what can you control? Your own emotions, not logging into your account, calling your financial advisor, having a conversation, just to get their take on things.
Okay.
And what should we expect? What are the things that we possibly should change in advance of more information coming out? And reassessing what my true risk tolerance is. So that's what you should be doing, not panicking. And if you do want to talk to your financial professional.
So would you recommend what Kirk is saying and don't even look, just let it pass?
Either or.
Okay.
It depends on your own personality. You should be aware of what's going on in your financial world. So, just covering your eyes isn't necessarily the best thing to do. But if you started the day with a diversified portfolio, you're going to end the day with a diversified portfolio, which will include some fixed income, some international, some domestic exposure as well. So what you should do is definitely go back and look at how much international exposure you do have. So if you have, upwards of 20%, perhaps now is the time to talk to your professional financial advisor to perhaps pare back off the 20, 10, et cetera,
Sure.
and also look at your age and your risk and what you're really okay with it.
Yeah, I mean, if someone's a year away from retiring, they're going to be paying really close attention. Someone like myself, I've got 100 years before I retire. So I feel like long term, I mean, we're probably going to come back to normal after this.
I would agree. But it's still something, again, it only happened today. So it's going to take the UK, the United Kingdom, about 2 years to unwind from the EU. Then there's the regulations.
Right.
Because remember, everything that they're operating on now is based on them being in the EU. So that has to work its way through the system. So yeah, if you have a longer term perspective, definitely the opportunities present themselves.
And I like it how you said it when you walked in, that not everyone's had a mic yet on this situation.
Right.
And that is going to weigh in. Maybe you will want to buy some international funds after this.
Exactly right. It's because there is opportunities if you have a longer term perspective. And there are still some great countries in the EU. There are great businesses globally, and I did not say that earlier, we're in a global economy. So as an average American or an American, if you're not thinking that what happens overseas affects you, that's a mistake. Everything is connected, but also on the downside and on the upside, to your point as well.
Smart man right here.
Well, smarter than me. I'll log in. I'll look cautiously and slowly. Again, I've got time, but for those who obviously are on the verge of retirement, they're going to want to call their investment people.
Exactly right. And remember, it's Friday, so happy hour is also part of that.
See?
Thank you. You just come on
I
back
knew I liked
anytime.
you the second you walked in.
Right back at you.
Anthony, thank you so much. All right, so in the end, this is the first time any country will go through this process. There is a lot to it, as Anthony talked about. Nobody really knows what's going to happen next. So we've got a lot of information on our website, including the ins and outs of the Brexit, the process of getting out of the EU, and the impact on the markets. That's on kddr.com. We also have all the latest developments on our news at 5. Make sure you tune in for that, because a lot is likely to change over the course of the next 6 hours.
I don't know if the Broncos portfolio is looking too hot either, but we shall.